Hello everyone, welcome to today's session on Dynamics 365 Business Central Quick Start with Quantic. Let me introduce myself. My name is Ross Jones. I'm the consultancy manager here at Quantic for the Dynamics 365 Business Central practice. I've worked with Business Central for around 15 years as both an end user and a consultant. I'm a CIMA qualified accountant and have experience implementing lots of different business sectors and lots of different countries around the world. So today I'm going to be taking you through this presentation. We're going to start with a brief recap on Business Central as a product, and then we're going to go through a quick start more generally and how that fits into Business Central and what you can expect from a quick start project. So a little bit about Quantic to begin with. At Quantic, we've got experience over thousands of implementations, and what that has allowed us to do is really distill the best of all of the different implementation methodologies, and to make sure that with Quick Start you get everything you need and nothing you don't in a typical solution rollout. So we've got experience across all of the Microsoft stack. So not just Business Central, but Dynamics 365 FNSCM, customer engagement, Power Platform, so Power BI, Power Portals, Power Platform, and Azure as well. So Quantic are an industry leader, and we have a highly experienced consultancy team that are really here to help you get the best out of your new solution. So today we're going to be talking about Business Central Quick Start specifically, but we do have a number of other Quick Start services, and they all follow the same fixed price and fixed scope implementation methodology. So we have Power BI in a box, and that is a set of Power BI reports that links into Business Central, links into all the data. So you essentially get some pre-made reporting packs for things like sales, finance, purchasing, and stock management, which is fantastic. And we'll see how that sort of integrates beautifully into all the different Business Central screens in the new version of the product. We've got Finance Quick Start, which is an FNSCM Quick Start model. Within that, we've also got a HR and warehousing. And then at the bottom there, we've got a CE to BC integration toolbox. So we have a CE version of Quick Start as well. And we also have a sort of a specific package that integrates CE with BC for a fixed price as well. So all fantastic products in their own right. So today we're going to be focusing on Business Central Quick Start. So why Business Central? So Business Central sort of combines all the different key modules you'd expect from a modern ERP system. So the bedrock of the system is obviously the financial management aspect. But we have lots of different areas of the system that are all available to you within the standard solution. So we've got a sales and service management, a supply chain, a really detailed reporting and analytics module, which we'll look at in some more detail later, operations management, and then our project management, so project and job costing. So this slide really shows us the different complexities within each module. So financial management is at the top, and it's got everything you'd expect. So accounts receivables, payables, all of your bank reconciliations and bank integrations, fixed assets and financial reporting, so month, year end type stuff. Our sales service management has got all of your standard sales invoicing, as well as sales contracts and sales quotes, service quoting, service contracts. So if you're a service type business, it's fully supported within standard Business Central too. Project management, so this is again around job and job costing, budget tracking for your different projects that you might have going on. Supply management is around inventory and purchasing control, procurement and vendor management, that kind of thing. We've got our operations management, and that's where we see some of the more complicated modules within Business Central, so warehouse management, manufacturing management, production planning and forecasting. And then at the bottom here, a really important one, we've got our reporting and analytics. So we've got our built-in reports, so sort of built-in report and dashboards, built-in report writers in Business Central, but we've also got all of our interactive stuff that lean on the rest of the Microsoft stack. So we've got customer insights, which pulls from sort of Azure Analytics, and we've got Power BI that's quite heavily embedded into the standard Business Central product. So a few slides now on Business Central and sort of the key drivers for moving to Business Central as opposed to the older NAV versions. So Business Central doesn't require a client installation on a local machine. So you can access Business Central from anywhere, from any device. So whether it's your mobile phone, your tablet, or an internet browser on any PC or Mac, you can access Business Central in much the same way. So it works on Microsoft Edge, on Safari, on Chrome, as well as dedicated apps on iOS and Android on both sort of your tablets and your phones. And you can see here on the pictures on the slide, it renders properly depending on which device it's shown on as well. So it means there's no need to carry your laptop with you wherever you go. You can work remotely and still get the same rich experience from a full-blown Business Central client. So we're not removing any of the functionality depending on your phone or a laptop or PC. One of the things Business Central does extremely well is tailor itself to the different roles within your business. So it's called role-based workspaces. And what that means is you can see on the slide here that we have the homepage for Business Central. And this is set up at the moment for someone who is a financial controller. So it is quite heavily focused on the different sales and purchases they might need. You can see at the top here, we've got quick links to chart of accounts, to bank accounts, to customers and vendors, the sort of places that they might want to go to with single clicks rather than having to navigate around the system. Now, if a warehouse user was to log on, they would see a completely different homepage. They would have quick access to all their pick and put away documents. They'd be able to see their stock. So it's completely tailored to the role that that individual has within the business. Now, these roles can be tailored as part of your project. So you can either change, say, the warehouse user for everyone, so everyone gets the changes that your business requires, or you can turn on profile customization, so individual users can change things like these actions here, can add their own quick links and move these queues or replace them with other ones. So it really is up to you. It's a very versatile system and works very well for the sort of different roles within any organization. One of the things you would expect from Dynamics 365 Business Central being a Microsoft product is it integrates fantastically well with the rest of the Microsoft stack. So in the screenshot here, we can see we are raising a sales quote directly from Outlook. So Jim here sent an email. Jim is set up as a contact in Business Central. So Outlook automatically has pulled up Jim's account. It can recognize the stock lines here, so the London swivel chair and the conference table, and can automatically add those in as suggested sales lines. And you can raise this sales quote directly in Outlook without ever having to go into Business Central. The next tool, again, that just brings with it some fantastic options for financial people specifically, is Edit and View in Excel. So with any list page, any document you're viewing in Business Central, there will be an option to view in Excel. So if we're looking, for example, at all of our customers, we can send those to Excel and view them in Excel. It also gives us the possibility to make adjustments to that data in Excel and then use this publish button here to republish that data up to Business Central. Now, this works on permission sets. So not everyone in your organization would be able to do this. You'd have to assign specific permissions to allow certain individuals not only to be able to send to Excel, but be able to publish from Excel as well. This functionality is also extended to things like journals. So you can see on here that we can send a journal to Excel, we can save this file, and then we can do all of our journals in this single Excel file and just publish up to Excel, publish up to Business Central, sorry, directly from Excel and not have to manually type journals into Business Central. So if you've got loads of management reports or complicated formulas that you use to work out journals, they can all be embedded in this one sheet. And then when you're done, hit publish and it posts it in Business Central as well. So a fantastic tool for certainly for month end and for financial controllers. Excuse me. So we have a number of intelligence features built into Business Central, as you expect, being a Microsoft product. So the main ones we're going to cover today are sort of cash flow and inventory forecasting, Power BI and dashboard reports. So you can see here, we've got a flat cash flow forecast. And what Cortana Intelligence can do is, as we build up data over time on things like late payments and general cash flow, it can start to predict where your cash flow is going to be at any point in the future. Looking at things like vendor payments compared to vendor payment terms to predict when cash is going to come in. and the same with general cash flow. So we have a separate cash flow ledger that you can use, and over time, this intelligence will get sort of better and better and better to be able to accurately predict where your cash flow is at any point in time. Most of the key screens in Business Central now have opportunity for you to embed your own Power BI reports. So having some examples here. There's not just a homepage, you can embed them on the customer list and the vendor list, sales documents. And it's a really good way of visualizing the data that's on screen in Business Central. So you can see here we're showing the sales amount by the cities around the world. We can see our opportunity statuses, our demand and our shortages, and then our top customers over a period of time. So these can be embedded in the home screen and in different list views around Business Central, and to really bring the data on screen to life. As well as Power BI, we've got a load of embedded functionality within Business Central. So we've got what we call account schedules, which is a report builder that pulls information from our general ledger entries, our cash flow entries, our budget entries, to combine into different financial reports. Now they can either be produced manually or automatically at a specific point in time, or fed directly into Power BI, so you can use a more concise data set to feed your reports. In addition to that, at the top here, we do have some inbuilt charts that we can configure throughout the system that sort of work on the data already displayed on the page as well. So it's a very rich financial reporting options within Business Central as standard. Now we have a search bar at the top of Business Central, which is sort of like Google for BC. And what you can do there is you can type anything that you need to find, say finance journals, and it will take you straight to the journal page. It'll also link directly to any help guides on how the journals work. What it can also do is show you any third-party applications that may fill a gap that you're looking for. So for example, if you were looking for some automatic OCR of purchase documents, for example, it would bring up some third-party products automatically that are Microsoft verified and that you can install into your environment and embed themselves in the base application. These are obviously costed separately, but Quantic can help you with the implementation of those and sort of support you in any decisions you need to make on what will work for your business going forward. So that's Business Central. Let's focus on Quick Start. So what is Quick Start? Quick Start is it's a fixed price out of the box methodology for implementing, in this case, Business Central. So it is an off-the-shelf product, and we've distilled what we believe is the key parts of each individual module. And we deliver them to you at a fixed price on a fixed timescale. So normally it's around as little as 3 weeks for a core implementation. And I'll take you through what that means in a few minutes. So it's very templative. So all of the documents that you'll receive from us, all of the data migration you support is already pre-done for you, with lots of support and different training guides, so that you're incredibly supported along the way. It covers predefined business processes. So what we consider to be the main processes that every business needs, Quick Start covers those. It comes with a load of optional add-ons that we'll go through, and it's delivered completely remote. So that sort of helps you support your business as usual, as well as implementing a new ERP system. But it's quite a collaborative approach between the client and Quantic. It goes through a preset series of steps that I'll take you through. The training is a mixture of Microsoft e-learning and a fully supported sort of one-to-one session with a Quantic consultant. We'll go through the dedicated steps in the next few slides and show you what that would look like in reality. So benefits of a fixed price approach. Obviously, you've got the fact that it's fixed price, so you know the cost from the outset. That's not going to change. There's reduction in infrastructure costs. Quick Start is a fully SaaS model, so software as a service. So you don't need to provide your own servers or anything like that. Obviously, there's modernization aspects here. You're getting a brand new Microsoft supported ERP system with some fantastic functionality and integration to other products. And it's quicker ROI. So it's a very rapid turnaround. So Quick Start starts with the qualification process, which is our sales team making sure that all of your key business processes are covered within QuickStart. That's really important because if you've got complexity in your business or the need for us to develop the standard application, then QuickStart possibly isn't the right solution for you. We can still very much support you using a different methodology, but QuickStart really lends itself to sort of off-the-shelf solutions. So this is a typical series of steps we'd see on an implementation. So it starts with a handover and a kickoff. So that would be your team meeting with your dedicated project manager from the Quantic side and your dedicated consultant, to talk through what's going to happen and what the timeframes are, what the commitments are going to need to be from your internal teams. We then load our best practice configuration. So there's lots of different options here, which I'll talk through in a minute. But the base setup of Business Central gets done by Quantic for you. You then load what we call client-specific configuration. So whether you're bringing with you a chart of accounts, that can be loaded. Your customers, your vendors, your products, if you have products, those are all loaded. What we then do is we play back your key business processes to you in Business Central using your data to make sure everything's covered and understood correctly. We'll then go through the training. Like I said before, this is a mixture of Microsoft's e-learning and dedicated sessions with your consultant. If you'd prefer just to have dedicated consultancy sessions and not have e-learning, that can be arranged as well at a fixed price. We then go through a period of UAT, which is typically you testing your key business processes yourself in Business Central, make sure you're happy with the output, happy with all the reports that are coming out of the system. We then migrate your opening balances, and then you go live and hand you over to managed services. So all of the fixed price for QuickStart includes the first year managed services support for free. Post go live support is handled by a mixture of managed services and your delivery team. And then you get first month end support as well. So your first finance month end, your dedicated consultant will be with you remotely to help you through any of the processes that you need to go through there to de-stress that first month end. So client specific, so it's templated from the outset. So as I said before, all of the data migration is done via Excel packages. So we would send you Excel files with blank tables that you need to fill in. We would then train you specifically on how to fill these tables in. So talk you through the different fields that are in those and what they mean. And we also give you a PDF guide for each package that documents it as well, so you have it as a reference. We talk you through all the options and the opportunities as far as configuration goes. So we can help you tailor your chart of accounts to make best use of Business Central. And we can help you tailor your things like your VAT posting groups and your general posting setup to make the most of the reporting options within Business Central too. At the end of the day, it's your system. So we're here to make sure that you get what you need out of it and tailor it the right way. So training is driven and fully supported by Quantic. So we use things like task recording, test scripts, standard processes to show you how the system works as standard. We use a mixture of Quantic and Microsoft tools, as I've said, so Microsoft e-learning and Quantic's one-on-one training to make sure that you get a very rich training session. So data migration and go live. So we'll guide you through data migration quite carefully. Obviously, this is typically quite an intensive period of the project most of the time. And what we try to do with QuickStart is de-stress a lot of it. So we support you in your data migration. We load data into Business Central on your behalf. We give you specific training on how to fill in those templates, as I said, and lots of guides and discussions on best practice. All of our templates are pre-built in Excel for you, and we'll go through how best to fill them in dedicated sessions. Go Live is fully supported, and we work on a cutover plan with you to make sure everything's covered, and we manage any prerequisites like getting environments ready and that kind of thing on your behalf. So the way the packages work for QuickStart, it starts with a finance core. And there's two versions of the finance core. There's a standard core here, and there's a core plus. And finance core covers all of the options that you have here. So bank account management, chart of accounts, dimensions, making tax digital, it's multi-currency, and it has a standard reporting pack. It uses a Quantic defined chart of accounts as standard, but that can be customized to fit your business. If you want to bring with you your own chart of accounts, that's Finance Core Plus, and that allows you to either bring your chart of accounts from your existing system, or we can work with you to tailor it to make the best use of Business Central, and that then gets loaded in Business Central to become your chart of accounts, and all the posting groups gets sort of designed around that. So the add-on packages to our Finance Core, the standard ones are sales order processing, purchase order processing, and then we have a basic inventory or a full inventory if you need that. So a basic inventory is sort of standard use of products, a FIFO costing method, and it enables you to sort of buy and sell stock as you'd expect. Full inventory is a bit more complicated, so that brings with it sort of serial tracking, a lot of numbers, different costing methods, that kind of thing. We then have some more advanced packages. So multi-intercompany extends the one implementation that we typically do as Quick Start to a maximum of 5. So provided your different companies share a chart of accounts and sort of the same base currency, we can then sort of copy your company out 5 times. So you've got 5 different trading entities within Business Central. Consolidation enables all of those to sort of talk to each other, enables group reporting, group VAT, that kind of thing. Assembly management is a basic manufacturing module that can be added again at a fixed price. BC CRM is a CRM module, again at a fixed price within Business Central. Jobs project costing is an example of one of the more complicated ones, and we'll look at the pricing later on. We've then got 3 options here, which is Jet Reports, which is an Excel-based reporting tool for Business Central, continued document capture, and expense management. So that's your purchase order OCR, your expense management app as well, can all be delivered at a fixed price. So summary of Quick Start, generally it's quick. So it can be delivered in as little as 3 weeks from start to go live. Quick Start delivers a completely standard product that can be built on with custom developments later. So if you have got some complexity in your business, but you're happy that your finance team work on a very standard product, we can implement Quick Start for finance and then work on customizations and developments with you later for complex areas of your business. Future expansion, so you can buy additional packages later on if you need to. We're always working on new ones too, so we've got ones coming out that cover e-commerce integration, so sort of Shopify and Magento integration, manufacturing module, and D365 sales and marketing, as I mentioned before. Business Central as standard integrates to things like Dataverse, Power Automate, Power Apps out of the box. And if you want training on that, obviously Quantic can provide that. If you want to take that on yourself, you're more than welcome to do so also. Always up to date. So Microsoft released 2 major updates each year, one at the beginning of the year, one at the end, as well as monthly ones when it needs to. And you get those as part of your license as well. So here's a quick look at the pricing. So standard Finance Core starts at £9,500. So that's with the Quantic defined chart of accounts. It goes up to 13.5 for sort of bring your own chart of accounts. Both of these include the first year of managed services for free. You can get an idea of the different fixed price packages costs here as well. So they start from $479 for something like sales order processing up to $4,750 for some of the bigger modules. Say, for example, fixed asset management there. We've got some premium packages. So distribution is warehousing. So again, that can be done on fixed price as well. Job costing, project costing, again, is an example of one of the more premium packages. We do have extras as well. So things like BACS output. So if you want to automatically export files to your bank or import a bank statement, those again can be added as an extra for a minimal cost. Approval workflows. So sort of approving a new vendor, approving a credit limit change, that kind of thing, again, can be set up for you at a fixed price, as well as that full consultancy-led training that I mentioned before. So summary of where we are with Quick Start. So obviously it reduces risk with defined deliverables, templates, and data. You get a fixed price and a rapid turnaround. So it really de-stresses all the unknowns in entering into a big ERP rollout. So thank you for listening to me today. Thank you for sticking with it. If you have any questions, please enter them in the Q&A function. There's an email address and website URL at the bottom there if you want to get in contact with us for any more information. But thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.